excited, that's already weekend. We keep it on.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. As you can tell by the title, we are going to be learning how to construct this lovely wall behind me. So if you're interested in learning how I did this, you would know what to say. Just keep on watching, okay? So for your supplies, you'll need your command strips. I got 2 different sizes, even though I didn't use these. You'll need your glue and your hot glue gun. Lastly, of course, most important things are your flowers. These are all the colors of flowers I got. They're all roses and all from the Dollar Tree. I got about 2 bags, I think like $30 worth. Don't quote me on that. So of course, the easiest part is taking the flowers apart. Just pull them straight off and they come off pretty easy, and I'm keeping the stems to the side because I am going to use the leaves later on. So to glue the actual flower down, you have to take off the green part on the back. Next, you want to take your scissors and cut the back of the stem so it lays nice and flat. And as you can see, the back of it is nice and flat, and that's what we will be gluing down on the board. I actually ended up gluing some of the petals down individually. As you can see, it helps fill in the space a lot faster and helps you stretch the amount of flowers you have in case you're worried about not having enough. As you can see, I'm just going through and repeating the same steps over and over. I am very heavy-handed with the glue because the last thing I need is to go through all this work for the flowers to fall down once I pick up the board. Just in case you missed it the first time, I just want to show y'all I am still separating all of the petals. Maybe not all of them, but majority of them. As you can see here, every time I put a flower down, I am gluing it. Glue it to the board, and I put some glue in the middle. Then I'm putting this flower in the middle, and I'm going to make sure it is nice and secure because I didn't go through all this for it to fall on the floor. This video was kind of hard for me to edit because I'm like, I feel like everything is just, you know, redundant. But then at the same time, I'm like, if I cut everything out as much as I want to, it's gonna be like 2 minutes long. So sorry in advance if this is like redundant, but I didn't know how much to cut out. Now that I'm washing this back, it literally looks like I'm taking the flower apart and then putting it back together. And y'all probably like, what? Why didn't you just glue it straight to the board? But believe me, if I glued it straight to the board, I would have ran out of flowers. I tried it and then I realized I'm not even about to play myself. So then I started taking them apart. If you can't already tell, this is a very tedious process. It's not hard, but it is time consuming. So I would definitely suggest making this a cute little DIY with your friend or your siblings. You know, if you got a little brother, little cousin, you know, they can help you out. You know, it could be a little bonding experience, but definitely the more hands, the merrier. These are pretty straightforward as well. It has a little plastic piece, but you can just pull that off easily and do the same thing. Just glue it down to the board. Essentially, I was using these as like gap fillers, but they ended up looking cute. Another thing I did was glue the edges of the flowers down to the board. That way the white part is not exposed. At this point, my back was almost breaking, so I was like, you know what, we have to change positions. I popped the board up on my legs, but as you can see, we are making progress. And this is just giving you a better view of what I was talking about when I said I'm gluing the edges down so the white is not exposed. Here I am just going back in with the green. You know, I'm like, this is never ending. What did I sign myself up for? Another position change, but we are almost done with this board, honey. We are getting places, doing big things, okay? As you can see here, we are practically done. Just going in, putting some last minute finishing touches. This was so exciting. I could not believe I was seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Originally, the plan was to use the command strips to hang all 4 blocks on the wall, but as you can see, I only did 2, which I will explain later. But I'm just using my clips and hanging them up. I usually use this little fake backdrop stand. It's actually a laundry holder thingy-majiggy from Walmart, but it gets the job done, okay? Now you want to fluff the flowers up, and you are finished. Victory dance. Ow. Alright guys, this is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, let me know down below what you think. How do you guys like this flower board or backdrop wall, whatever this is? How do you guys like it? Personally, for me, I did not finish the other 2 boards. I know y'all probably wondering, like, girl, there was 4, why'd you only do 2? I only did 2 because at first I was going to do only white flowers and green leaves, but I decided to be girly, or at least try to be girly for once, and go with pinks and reds, you know, something out of my comfort zone. Well, I did not like it at first. I was like, no. Now that I sit in front of the camera, I'm like, girl, who is that? This pink blazer is looking real crisp against this background, if I may say so myself, you know? I think it looks really, really good. So y'all let me know what you think. Let me know if you're gonna go ahead and try and make one yourself. And as always, make sure y'all are liking, commenting, and subscribing. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Come on in, join the royal family with queenezinne, okay? But yeah, guys, I will see you in my next video.
Girl, I wine so different. Anytime when she want, girl, I wine so different. Girl, I wine so different. What a sexy